Hello everybody, hope you're doing well and welcome to my top 5 tips of the month. You know, the series that I put out every month covering 5 top tips of things that are happening or to happen in the world of Marvel Contest of Champions. Number 1 is solo events and objectives. Whether or not you're doing them from a point of view of, oh, I'm going to use the saga attackers against saga defenders, you can go to various places in order to do that. These ones currently are Ride into the Battleground and Tank Busters. Both require you to have or go against defensive tank champions you've got to defeat, or use saga attack champions and saga defenders. Now, it's up to you where you go for this. As I did say, you could go to Arena. That's going to be a very easy thing to do, and especially with upcoming events like the Reunion event, which is going to be mentioned as a top tip, you can make that decision to kind of hold off for there, or indeed what I did, which is, hey, do you want to save your time and do something like, I don't know, go and have a shower, go brush your teeth? Well, you can do just that and run those champions on auto fight in something like Road to Labyrinth in Quest 1.1, because believe it or not, there are some of the aforementioned champions which we just said about, but also you could go and auto fight through lower content like the Contender or proven difficulties and get units whilst you do it. It is a very low energy based investment scenario, but that's down to you how you choose to approach it. I definitely know what I'm doing, auto fighting through some stuff and leaving it to chill. And number 2 is the Reunion event. This drops next Wednesday and is going to be a really good opportunity for players to scoop up some nice stuff. What's the tip around this? Well, first of all is do it. Go and invest your time. One thing that I will always say is about the legendary crystal, the Reunion logging crystal, which is this one here, which is available every 7 hours. As these things are free and you get 48 possible crystals over those 2 weeks, which kind of is, look, if you have to do the math for it, it's a bit of a stinky math, because you have to kind of do things like, hey, it runs for 2 weeks. You have to go, and let's do this just quickly, just for the sake of it and for the sake of the video. We take 24 hours. We times that by 14 days. We get 336 hours. We divide that by 7 and we get 48. But yes, that math works out, as Kabam said. You're going to be awake for all of the time necessary? No. To be fair, depending on the rotation, you could wake up at 7:30 maybe, and then have one 7 hours later, which kind of puts you about a 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you add a further 7, so that kind of puts you up to 9 p.m. So let's be real, you can collect 3 in a day, and again, if we're looking at that, it's 3 times 14. It is more than likely you could pick up, is that right, 42? I guess that's the case. If that's right, I feel that's wrong. I don't know why I feel that's wrong, but it looks like it should be right. But based on that, you should be able to pick up 42. If you do those particular pick up at 7:30 in the morning, then pick up at 2:30 in the afternoon, and then at 9:30 at night, those 3 times. Again, the math works out. 3 times 14 days is 42. That could be a great opportunity. It's still undecided or unsure as to if they are. Kabam did say on a recent live stream that the 7-hour crystals would be the Legends crystals, and the Legends crystals, which are, if I can find them, it's always good when you try and find stuff for videos, are, they're probably down at the bottom. I've skipped over them. I should really open up some of these crystals. They are there. The Legend Celebration crystal. I've got 21 already, but these are a particular format. Now, I don't know if they're going to be buffed or improved near the time. We'll have to find out. But these are going to be really amazing free things that you can pick up and see if you're going to pick up something good from them. We'll have to see. Hopefully they're different, but we just don't know just yet. Have to wait for next week for that. Also, if there are people amongst you that like to collect things like rare 2 stars from the collector's crystal, there are more being added to that, so do bear that in mind. But this is a really good opportunity for players to pick up and scoop up Titan Crystal Shards, especially for those that are part of, is it here? Yes, here, of the Reunion solo event. And yes, progression depending, 7-star shards and Titan Crystal Shards could be picked up Really handy if you're saving up for beta raid bill come November time. Of course, I've posted a video about that recently. Tip number 3 is all about Battlegrounds. The off-season is coming very soon. That is the Season 20 off-season, and then we'll be starting with Season 21. The expected time for rotation on this is that we're looking 21st of August is when there will be the off-season starting, with the new season starting on the 28th. If I've got my math right, or dates right, that should be the case. Yeah, the off season starts 21st to the 28th it starts. Yes, I got something right for once in my life. And the great thing about this this off season is you get to prepare for the following season. Use it. Use this opportunity to create your battle deck, create a structure around the champions, rank up champions, test out theories. A lot of you should use this opportunity to test out champions that you might not have done before. There's nothing to lose, and there's always something to gain. The gain is knowledge. Knowledge on whether or not something works or doesn't. And of course, we got information on the season champions. I will be doing a video, as I normally do each season, as to some of the best options for this. Of course, getting out of victory track will definitely see science attackers gain immunity to nullify whenever a nullify or poison fails to apply. The attacker, due to immunity, they gain a fury passive. So in a nutshell, science champions, A. So, and poison immune champions and science champions, A. That's good. And at least you can get a bit of structure to go, oh, well, I'm going to go and have some of my science champions be the best ones, like Overseer, Hulk, Scorpion maybe for that. But if not, you've got like ones that are really good in any case, like, you know, Immortal Abomination. You've got Red Hulk. I think it's the Hulks are going to be rather good. Also, Joe Fixit, who is good, by the way. I'm just going to skirting over that. Hulk. Yeah. It's going to be. Yeah, I don't know if it's just science. The wording is like, is it definitely science champions, or is it a case it's poison nullifies, or is it going to be debuff shruggers, as in damaging dot effect shruggers? Is going to be stuff like that. We need to get those kind of clarities, but at least you can test, and that's what this tip is all about. Test. You look at your battle deck, create some of these champions in that deck, use them in attack, see if they're any good, see if it works. If it doesn't, then move on to something else. Find something new that's going to be quite exciting. That's what we love to do, a bit of test to find out what works and what doesn't, unless you're doing the Crucible. And if you make a mistake, you're kind of screwed and have to reset it again. But these are things, aren't they? Tip number 4 is all about higher, further, faster. Where'd you get more? Look, quick answer, non-spending. It's going to be difficult if you are lower than the amount still coming to you. And you'll have to spend money in order to get more. 104. Or yeah, 104 were able to be given to you. I missed that day, so I'm on 100. I'll get it to 103. I'm currently on 90 at the moment, but I do have to open 2 more crystals. And where are we up to with more of these ones in general? If you're Paragon and Valiant, you still have a chunk left coming to you. You've got day 70. You've got day 77. And you've got day 84, which is there, and will give you 4. The others will give you 2. This will mean that you are going to have to do, if you are low, you'll have to, as I said, you have to spend, or you have to remember, the August meta event should give you 3 more, I think, if I've done my calculations right on this one, and 2 have already been given. So on my calculation right here of the spreadsheet, it has changed, by the way. You can see there, like double track, I've put 10. It's not, it's down to 8 at the point of recording this video. This spreadsheet guide was created when we had 13 left. We are now down to less than that, actually. I think it's a little bit less than that. I think it's down to 11 left. 11 left, yes it is. So if we just do this, 8, boom, it's now 11, and yeah, so that's done. There's 11 left right now. Day 62 day 62 has been and gone, so what we have to do is remove that from there, leaving 8 left on the double track for that. Why am I on 90? You may be asking. Well, that's because I didn't pop open the magnetron crystals, which I'm going to actually do for in this little moment here, because hey, I want to make sure my points go up. I missed out a day, so I only get 103 points as opposed to everyone else's 104. So it was good because I missed out an objective for Battlegrounds. Apart from that, it was happy days. But that's the thing. If you want to get the champion, or you want to get better stuff, there is limited to none available for you for higher, further, faster. If you do want any more points, sadly, you'll have to spend for it. Especially if you're non-spending, you may want to spend in order to get the 7-star. Especially if you've missed out a few days and you're like, well, if there's only 11 left, well, sadly, you're going to have to spend to get them. Sorry. And the final tip is the Crucible. For many people, they might be doing the Crucible, they may not. But if you are thinking about doing it, I will be putting together some more comprehensive guides. I did put together this. I am working myself through Crucible, but I have got other projects and other things personally I need to be taking care of over this weekend. But I do plan to put out some Crucible content whenever I get the time to do it. And of course, setting up for the team that you use is going to be important as well. What works, what doesn't work, what is going to be effective and non-effective, whether or not it is doing the normal difficulty or it's doing the legendary difficulty, which I will be doing, well, I'm in part way through of right now. However, if you are looking for some extra revives and health potions and to go part and parcel with this one, because I've adapted this particular tip on the fly, is that Kabam surprisingly put out a potion and revive bundle. If you're looking low and want to top up your coffers, then please consider doing that, because it's actually not too bad. If you buy 4 of these, it does actually work out pretty well, and I will be looking to put that in sync if things don't go well. Things are going all right with my potion and revive stores at the moment, but anything can happen. I can make a mistake, everything can go wrong, and then it's sad times. But at least I can go to here to pick up some more revives and health potions, or do Realm of Legends, or because, you know, being in Crucible, you can also go into Apothecary and pick up some more, and also do solo events at the same time in order to top yourself up, which is great. And I hope Kabam bring out more quests like that to help yourself out, and that may be something that eliminates any kind of further, I don't know, frustration that the player base has. Anyway, those have been your top tips for the month of August. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.